Hi there, I'm Kathleen Jasper with NavaEd, and we are breaking down the SLLA 6990, Content Category 5, Organizational Leadership. Let's get started.
All right, organizational leadership. Moving on to the next section. And these are a little shorter. I'm only doing one question here because I want to get to the writing. And we are on time, which I'm very excited about, never on time. This is the next section, organizational leadership. This has to do with facilities and all of that. Instructional leadership is really important, and making sure that your teachers are aligned to this, teaching alignment to the standards, making sure you're analyzing data and stuff like that. But if the toilets are overflowing and the football field doesn't have any grass on it, and there's a school dance happening and there's 400 kids at the door and there's a bottleneck, these facility type questions and your duties to run a safe, clean, effective school is a big part of the job as well. And I know we focus a lot on instructional leadership because it's very important, but as new leaders, you're probably going to have the opportunity to oversee construction projects and things like that. And I highly recommend, if you have an opportunity to do that in an internship or something like that, that you take the opportunity to do construction and more facilities types jobs if you are one that's only instructional leadership minded. Schools need good building administrators too. And especially as a female on the team, a lot of times, and I'm speaking in generalities here, the guys get the building jobs and the girls get the curriculum jobs, right? But I loved the building jobs. I love the construction projects. And I have a couple friends who are still assistant principals who have overseen total renovations of their schools. And these women pay such attention to detail that the schools are just like incredible. So not to say one gender is better than the other. I'm not here to debate that today, but don't get pigeonholed. I'm only a buildings guy, right? I do the facilities. No, you need to do the facilities and the instructional leadership. Or I'm an instructional leadership person. I don't know anything about toilets. No, if you're going to be an AP, you got to know about toilets. You got to know to put the toilet paper up here so the kids don't pee on the toilet paper. You learn that as an AP. Got to put the TP up high. Otherwise, and if you put it up high, then they know not to do that, because then they have an accident and then they got to walk around school and then they know not to do that again. So it's called self-directing behavior. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Now, organizational leadership has to do with, keeping your facilities clean, lending out your facilities to outside organizations, making sure you're ready for fire, safety, water, all of that. You'll get questions on those. But let's just take a look at a question that you might see on here. So we have A, the pastor verifies that there's no other facility available. B, the district allows other outside organizations to use the school facilities. C, the pastor agrees that the church group will be responsible for the building maintenance on Sundays. D, the community is notified that the building is being used for religious services. All right, so just knowing what I know, I can think, okay, this is a facilities question, probably renting it out to a church, which happens all the time. You are allowed to rent your facilities out to religious organizations, other groups. So it basically says here, a local pastor seeks approval from the school. They want to use the school cafeteria on Sundays. Which of the following conditions should happen? Well, the only thing here, and this is all about equity and allowing, making sure facilities are being used in an equitable manner. You need to make sure that the district allows for other outside organizations, all organizations. So you can't just lend it to an organization that you feel aligns to your beliefs. If you give it to the Christian organization, you got to make it available for other denominations, other religions, other organizations, maybe your NAACP, local NAACP organization in the community, or the LGBTQ community. Maybe there's a community of students that want to use the cafeteria. Your church organizations, your atheist organizations, whatever it is. If you're going to give it to one, you got to give it to all, as long as they're a lawful organization. Obviously, if they're a terrorist group or someone who's planning some sort of situation, we're not going to do that. But you got to make sure that you are giving that all, that everybody has an opportunity to do that. So that can sometimes mix people up, but everybody you can lend it out to religious organizations. Nowhere does it say you can't do that.
We have a lot of awesome information about the SLLA 6990, so be sure you check out our leadership playlist before you go. I also wanted to let you know that we have a 3-part SLLA 6990 webinar series. The series is extremely comprehensive and very detailed for each section of the exam. If you'd like more information about our 3-part webinar series, simply go to navaed.com, go to the top navigation and click School Leadership, and then under that, you will see the option to click School Leaders Licensure Assessment. When you do, you will see me there welcoming you to the page, and then below that are the details of the 3-part series. You'll notice that part 1, we will talk about portions 1 through 3 of the exam. In part 2 of the webinar series, we'll go through portions 4 through 6 of the exam. And then finally, the 3rd part of our webinar series for SLLA 6990, we will go through the constructed response. All 3 portions are very comprehensive and detailed and come with a ton of resources. So if you're interested, go ahead and navigate to that page. Don't forget to use offer code SLLA20 for 20% off your purchase. We really appreciate you using our resources and products. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram @NavaEdFL. Have a great day.